Unlimited platform is finally here. Tell someone. Day Ndi Masiari. Welcome to our third episode of Tell Someone. Today is a very special day. I've got a guest here who needs no introduction amongst his peers and of course those in and around Makhado sub-region, Limpopo and everywhere else. I'm talking about a man with strong business acumen, strong technical skills, a man who I believe his journey is about to begin. He's about to live it. I'm talking about a man who has created Adore. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Mr. Chililo Ramrembiwa. How are you, my brother?
No, I'm okay, my brother. And yourself?
I'm doing very well.
Feels nice to be here.
No, it's actually very nice. I agree. I think what the question that is on most people's minds, in fact, that is preoccupying the people's minds is, who is this man? Who is the SG sitting with today?
Well, thanks a lot for inviting me.
Yeah,
it's quite an honor. I am born Chililo Erlot Ramrembiwa. I was actually born in Elim.
Yeah.
But later moved to a place called Western. You know, by the place on Madombija side.
Madombija
Yeah. Yeah, this is where I was. I'm from the dusty street of Madombija. Yeah. Madombija groomed me to be the man I am today. Yeah. But Vleefontein is also my home. Yeah. This is where my dad is from. My grandfather's from here. My great-grandfather is from the farm nearby. Yeah. But yeah. That's just me. Just to sum it up, I'm this guy who loves things. I'm a lover of things.
I mean, the issue of things is very clear.
I'm a lover of things.
We're sitting in front of things. I mean, it's very clear that this man loves things. So tell me, I want to understand you. Yeah, I think what everyone might also be asking themselves is your basic education, like your crèche, your primary, your secondary. Where were you? You were Baba Kuwana na kazukolo zipi.
I love this question, the crash, bro. I don't even remember myself going to the crash, bro. Yeah. I'm that person who was brought up by my grandfather. You know, like grandfather and grandmother. You know, when you are around your grandparents. Yeah. That was the traditional or a typical crash. Yeah. But I went to Lichobo High School in Madombija from my sub-A. Part of my primary school, I attended there and then later moved to Joburg, where I matriculated in Wits University Staff School. I did my matric there. And then later I did electrical engineering. Electrical engineering was not a good thing for me. Like, you know that career that you just choose just because your friends are doing it, and people will tell you there's money there. Yeah. But I did electrical engineering, but my interest was entertainment and music. Then later, dropped out. Then fuck it. I was like, let me just chase my passion and stuff. Then I went to study music business management. Music business management. I worked with a lot of artists. I was actually a pioneer of hip hop, of van rap. You know, like people call it van rap these days. Yeah. It was Chivenda hip hop. Yeah. I still remember when I dropped my first single. It was 1995. It was prior Mizo. Mizo was not even existing.
So you had a single.
Yeah, I did even the jingle, like Para FM. I used to do the jingles before hip hop was fashionable. I did a lot of things, like my reference goes to Jimmy the Scratcher and Jones. When I was still doing hip hop, those guys were like, we've never had anyone. The first Chivenda hip hop to be played on Para FM was me. Sure. Before your Devo Venture, before your your mesosphere before this guys like the clan and the group that is pushing hip hop now. Yeah, we started rapping in our language and stuff. I still remember we did stuff with Cool Mesh, Colin Mashawana. It was called Cool Mesh by then, and Wire. I think it was only 2 groups in the whole of Venda. We used to call ourselves Black Genius. So the interest was like music before, but later in life when you start discovering things and be like, I need to find myself. Beside getting into a career that is influenced by your peers and stuff. Yeah, I was kind of like a music guy. I studied music business management. I managed a lot of artists. I managed Tandazo Gaga. I pushed Romeo. I was the first guy to put Romeo on the awards. I was the first guy to discover Romeo's talent. I worked with a lot of people. Like I'm talking about the base of entertainment and stuff. I also worked with I created content for MTV Base. I created content for Channel O, content for Trace Africa. I worked for HB Imaging. I was a creative director there. I used to develop content. Those guys will come with the content and be like, here's the content. Oh, excuse me. So that's me. That's me. This just to sum it up, I'm that guy who's all over.
You know, like I said when I introduced this, I'm talking about a man who has cut across in a number of things, and he has just explained he loves things. This man does not only love things, he has seen things. I'm talking about my man Chi. He's here with us today. If you don't believe it, he's here. Look, man, I want to understand in your primary and secondary, just to take you a little bit back, what preoccupied your mind, your extramural activities and stuff like that? Because when we see your creations, we just want to know, where did this all start? Is it something that just developed out of meeting relevant people, or it's something that had grassroots development? Well, what were you busy with in high school? And
you know, like growing up, I was that guy who's, people used to call me weird because I never used to love soccer. I never played soccer.
Yes, I'm told any discussion that is soccer, you immediately distance yourself.
I don't even watch soccer. I don't watch soccer. If I find you watching soccer, I'll go somewhere else. I'll come after the game. Yeah, because my interest was different. I call myself a pioneer of things. In the whole of Sintumule Kutama, I was the first guy to start basketball. I built the court with my own money because the school couldn't understand. I wrote a proposal. I was like, you know what? I've got a great idea. So this is what I think we'll do, because I was one of the few guys who would go, like, you know, in your holidays, school holidays, I'll go to Joburg. I'll say, fuck, it's basketball. And I'll start learning about basketball, how it's played, the techniques and other stuff. But I was short, bro. Then when I started basketball, like, the proposal went straight to my principal. I was like, this is my idea. And I think if we can execute this, it will actually benefit the community, because there's other people who doesn't like soccer, because I didn't love soccer. But the requests were turned down. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it myself. I was that guy, like, from the age of 12, I was cutting people hair. Doing cuts and stuff. Then I put the money, get the guy who can weld the poles and stuff. I called a friend of mine to give me the measurements of the basketball court. Then we did the basketball court. I was the first guy. I was that guy.
You go on to pass your matric in
2001.
2001, you were engaged in a number of career fields or career path. I want to understand, you know, we have black parents who are vehemently opposed to people who want to follow their dreams. They streamline you. So when you were doing this and then went on to do that and so forth, what were the reaction?
I still remember when my dad asked me, what am I going to do after I matriculated? I was like, nothing else but business. I wanted to do business because, like, I grew up around a father who was into business. All my uncles were in business. My mom was owning a shop, I mean, like I used to count money, bruh. I used to count money. When I go to my uncle's house, I'll count money. He owns a brickyard. He owns truck business, the construction business, the filling station. My mom owns a shop. When I come back, when my dad comes back from work, I count, like he will park the taxi. I'll count the cents and the coins from my dad's pocket, because my dad was into the taxi industry, so I'll count money from my dad. When like it was money, I was surrounded by money. Like business was the only thing, but my dad was like, no, you don't want to do business. But growing up, you know, you can actually just do what your parents wish for you to do, so right?
You never defied them when they wanted to streamline you to this direction, to say no, this is you.
Bra, there's lots of food that I'm to musetomato. The data zone about the data zone.
Yeah.
But deep down, you know, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
But once you start having responsibility and start a business, I started business at the age of 12.
Yeah.
My mom stopped, like my brothers and people that I grew up with, they can attest to that. My mom stopped giving me pocket money when I was 12. I started buying myself clothes and cell phone when I was 13.
Yes.
In the school that I went to, I still remember I was the first student to have a cell phone.
Yeah.
And then the teacher, I think the one teacher like had a cell phone, I think Mahumera, he was my teacher. In the whole of school, including the principal, it was two cell phones in the whole school. So I used to afford myself. I started at the early age.
Yeah.
So having to take care of myself was not a new thing to me.
Yeah.
So my dad used to say to me when I was 14 years of age, he was like, if I were to pass on today, I know you're not going to suffer.
And I want to as you're busy highlighting us on these things, I want to understand, do you think that, or in fact, maybe let me say it in this way, did your parents receive any formal education in terms of running those businesses? And would you somewhat recommend that people should have that formal education before they venture into business? Or in this
my parents, the formal education, no. My uncles, nothing.
Yes.
But I was so surprised that my mom used to, you know the 14% thing? My mom used to put the 14% in each tag. For all items that are in the shop, my mom would be like, give me the calculator. This is how you do 14%. This is how you calculate your profit. This is how you bank. This is how you put the markup on the credit.
Yes.
You understand? But the formal education in these days, it's very much crucial. Because you cannot run business. Is not like it's not like shop like before. Like if you were to run business ya ringisa Zuyambaro. If I don't understand the marketing, if I don't understand like your marketing strategy has to be crystal clear, or your business ethics must be razor sharp.
Yes.
So you are an entrepreneur who's got formal education. The sky is not the limit. You can improvise. So this now education, you will think na fill it up. So going forward, you need someone who's going to carry you. You understand? So I still say, that, like, I mentor a lot of people. I'll be like, okay, fine. I know if you need the base or to set up the blueprint of your business, start by what you like.
Yes.
Mold yourself. Put like a proper education, proper formal education. It's needed, bruh. It's needed. So then you can escalate from that. You cannot just go from, like, I know I've seen a lot of people who are not expanding, a lot of people are not growing the business. Like, let me give you an example with the shops. Like, shop on T or shop on B. But shop ido zwala ingo shop.
Yes.
But this guy moved from Obana shop or Onich guy, it was rare because of that education. So now some of the people will do it via Google, because Google now it becomes a digital university. We're learning a lot of things from there. You listen to Vusi Tembekwayo, they'll strategize, they'll show you how to strategize, how to to start, how to move your startup into something that is profitable.
Yeah. Before we get to these comrades who are here, these three guys here, what is your take of Vusi Thembekwa? Now that you have mentioned him, how do you? Some say he's speaking from a privileged point of view. He has never felt how grassroots poverty feels like. He's excited and all this kind of. What is your take on him?
No, I think he's if people are saying that, then he's smart in that way. Yeah. Because he mentors people that are millionaires. So what I say, it's like I've sit in a lot of seminars where Vusi Thembekwa was conducting. I find it productive because now I don't have to be taking information from you and utilize it just because you've done or you've been in the very same path. Sometimes you get advice from someone who's never done anything, but from the experience of watching how things work.
You're very right. You go on to be the creator that you are. You use your inner creativity to bring us this gentleman here. Tell us about these comrades here. I see that they're all it's bottles, of course, yes, but these bottles are not the same. And I think we need. What is Adore? What is Adore wine? You go to create Adore wines. What is Adore?
You know, when I started Adore, I was struggling with names. So I wanted to call it Black Excellent. As this most common to a lot of people. I wanted to call it My Dreams. But those things were not working. But I actually watched myself going through a lot of things, being rejected, knocking into a whole lot of doors that were not opening that time. But because of the love of wine is not only a business to me. It's actually an extension of my external lifestyle. You understand? So I struggle with that until I met this guy, Wenzel. Wenzel is a white man. And he says to me, I'll give you 5 minutes to tell me about your experience with wine. Then I had to sit down with him, break it down. Then he actually was so surprised that a black person has got so much knowledge about wine. Then I was supposed to start blending and stuff. He was like, no, we need 80,000 for you to start blending. This is what's needed. The industry is fucking expensive. When you want to start this, there's a lot of capital involved. So that guy gave me lessons for 3 days for free. I was supposed to pay a lot of money, like 80 grand. So when I'm done with all the lessons, I was about to exit. Then he said, whatever that you've started with this one, because he has tasted what I blended, he said it's adorable. So this wine is adorable. So I was like, oh, good one. I've been struggling with names. This is Adore. Adore. So Adore, it's from adorable. Adorable. No, that it makes sense. I want you to take us through this different. Oh, here we have this is Shiraz. And this is Cab Sauv. And this is Rosé. Shiraz, it's normally what we consume in winter and stuff. This got thick tannin. It's non-acidic. And it's got berries in it. And then a bit of ruby colored. This is not a colored, like you don't color this one. The tannin comes from the skin, the cultivars. So these ones are different cultivars. This one I chose the 2017 cultivar. When you choose the 2017 cultivar, I was told 2017 was a very good year of wine or good year of grapes. It rained very well. It was well received in the Western Cape. And then if you go to Stellenbosch, they were actually not bottling; they were actually putting them in the barrels. So I chose this because of that. It's a very good wine. It's nothing compared to your pap sack and stuff. So nichika is the hey wine and it's wine is out there, but they're out there funny. Even but these are different cultivars.
Yes.
So this when it was 2017 before bachi they used to play music for this one. You go to the wine farm, the speakers, they play music for the grapes to be excited.
Yeah.
This one matures with time.
Yeah.
Hence the lead and stuff.
Oh.
And then this one is only for good times.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I'm kind of enjoying this one now.
Yeah, this one is also my favorite.
Given the fact that it's also winter, it's non-acidic, you know, and stuff like that.
And then you can pair this with a lot of things. You can pair this with cheese, dry meat, but nothing fatty.
Oh.
You can also pair this with your wors, your normal wors, and the end wings.
Yes.
But this one needs like sweet things. You can actually just pair this with your normal meal.
I hope you're listening, because we don't want you tomorrow to do quite the opposite and we have a problem. You say no, but Chirido says we must do this. No. You know, I'm having a very interesting discussion with you. You become the first male to actually deal with wine.
The first black male.
The first black male
in Limpopo.
In Limpopo to be able to have his own wine. How is that experience? How is it something that motivates you?
It does.
Yeah.
It does, because the journey that I've traveled, being the first black male to start a wine brand, it was not an easy thing. It was not, but I feel honored because I've sat with a whole lot of people who consume my stuff. When you go to the wine Soweto Wine Festival, I was given the certificate. It was as you see, all the wines are certified. So
I know. I can't. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. So when you say certified, I want to see where it's, because tomorrow when I'm drinking it, I must be able to say, no, hey, Chief, I'm drinking something that is actually certified. I'm drinking something that is actually certified.
It says integrity and sustainability certified from the Wine and Spirit Board.
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. Okay. I think we've dealt with the one part. What people don't understand is that you are not only a person who only deals with wine. There is something on the pipeline. People are talking about it. They're crazy about it. It's called Something Wings. Please take us through that venture.
I love cooking. Cooking is one of my passions. So I always want to start something.
Yeah.
If I enjoy something and I prefer, or after that thing already, just because I love wine, and then it tastes good, I need other people to taste it.
Yeah.
So the wine business, like all the time when I go to your spray, I'll order wine. I mean, like wings. When I go to Kasi, Soweto, I'll order wings and stuff. So I was like, I went to this other guy, I was in Swaziland. By the way, I was attending the awards in Swaziland because I was nominated for the best music video director in Swaziland. So I got that side. I ate the best wings ever, bro. That was the best wings. So I needed a recipe from that guy. That guy was like, I didn't want a recipe because in the recipe, until Achimbuzi, sorry, where you actually from? I was like, in South Africa. I was like, no, give me 1,500, I'll give you the recipe. Then I got the recipe. But now, I think I'm the only one in South Africa with that recipe. Unless if the guy sold it to someone else, because you know how guys are. I'm opening Something Wings. Something Wings, it's under something called The Branch.
The Branch,
The Branch, it's it's my barbershop.
Yeah.
It's the wing business. Of we also going to include something called digital spaza shop.
Yeah.
It's something that is in the pipeline. Digital spaza shop is something that has never been done in the whole of Africa.
You seem to be very busy. To be honest, I want to understand. You seem to be living a very busy life, and I mean, as a person in their mid-30s,
yeah.
Do you have time for pleasure, time to just unwind, relax, family, and everything? It cannot always just be business as usual.
Yeah, there's always time, bro. You find that 5 minutes. Yeah. It doesn't have to be the whole day.
Because young people of today, they don't want to be engaged in activities of just saying, I want to do this economic program so that I can better myself. They immediately give up. I mean, you seem to have the stamina for... It's like, I don't understand where your energy really comes from.
So the secret of me sustaining and having time to, the leisure time or time to have fun, it's me choosing the right group, the right circle.
Yes.
I mean, like most of the people that I hang around with, they're probably passionate about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I actually needed to have a group that is going to flow the very same direction, the group that is going to be parallel with my quite thinking.
Yeah.
And then another thing, sorry, if the energy yangana energy anu adziko flow, then you're not bound to be my friend.
Yeah.
I don't want someone who's going to come into a business and be like, hey, bro, can you drop everything? Let's just go have fun. Because I've got my time. But I have my leisure time. I go out sometimes, go have fun.
Yeah.
But I find it hard to chill with people. I'm kind of like an introvert. Extrovert, it's kind of like confusing. It's more like when someone says, I think straight when I'm confused.
So you've never had comments like, he's dismissive, he thinks he's better than us, something like that?
It's something like that. I've heard that a lot. Yo, bro, in the community that I live in, I'm sure you know, bro. You start something and someone is going to tell you, I know. A wing business flay.
Yeah.
So many businesses failed.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, once I start something, which is a startup, and it escalates, people will follow your trend.
Yeah.
I still remember when I started a car wash. When I came back in 2019, I started a car wash. There was no car wash in Vlefontein, except the one at the garage.
Yeah.
Like the trend, it was like, you understand? Because I think the community, our community, what they mostly do is dismiss you even before you start.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got a vision board, bruh. Something that channels me. It's my vision board. My vision board is in my bedroom. Everything has been written. I'm gonna do this from this time to this time. In a period of 5 months, I have to be here. In a period of 3 months, I have to be here. Everything is there. So there's not even a negative comment that is going to make me stop what I'm doing. Because now, if you want me to stop what I'm doing, you actually want me to take a marking pen and go scratch everything that I've put.
Yeah.
I will do a business that is strange. I'll do an establishment that is not used. That people are not used to it. I've got so much trust in myself, but I give myself a pat on the shoulder all the time. Your opinion does not matter to me. If it's negative, it's negative. But if I want to start something now, I'll start that thing. I don't tell people that. Normally wait until I execute, then you'll come into an establishment and be like, what are you trying to do? The answer will be like, I've already started.
Yeah, with you have everything well documented in your brain. But I want to ask you this, Shiril. Don't you think that it will also be beneficial for young people to benefit from your wisdom by creating some sort of a business forum, or are there plans underway to do such things like this? Because we need to. We're living under a very harsh economic system. We need to teach our youth, young people, to do it for themselves. And you seem to have that correct energy. You are not deterred. You are not moved and that's sometimes that's what you need to stay afloat in business. I think a structure of a business forum format would do justice, don't you think?
No, I think it will work. Hence, we started something called Huda Incubation Hub.
Yes.
Huda Incubation Hub.
Yes.
We're planning to take the startup businesses from grassroots level into something. So a lot of youth or young people or but when around the community we're in. But networking is currency.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this zona is because of networking.
Yes, yes.
In some of the things that I was supposed to be paying money,
yeah.
I did not pay money. I got them for free.
Because of networking.
Because of networking. And then another thing is like consistency is the mark of championship.
Yeah.
So if you're not consistent,
yeah,
you're not going to get things right. So I always say to youth, I've got a lot of people that comes to me, hey, brah, can you please mentor me and stuff. I was like, I'm only going to mentor you when you are disciplined.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing when you go to, let me just say you go in with your wife or your girlfriend, you're going to Cape Town and you've got 2 kids. So when you go to Cape Town, then you have to leave them money for bread and milk and some eggs or whatever that they need to buy when you're not around.
Yeah.
When you've got that cash, I'm going to jail you guys are going to buy bread.
Yeah.
But you're going to pick one who's a bit matured and be like Taki, K 100 rand and Nidrangam Roto every day. So it's about the first thing that you scout is like, okay, this one is matured. If then Dangam Fachare day, you don't want to shoot. This is the very same thing. We people have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing of like the youth of today, it's about your social media. It's about clapping hands for someone. I've seen a lot of people clapping hands when they see a Vrupa. There's people who have been saying Heliandil Vrupa for 10 years.
Yes, yes.
Because those people are born to cheer.
Cheerleaders.
They're the cheerleaders. So I'm that type of person where Karona something Zanezabori, Dichizwonori, Ramagoma on a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell you the chairs.
Yeah.
Podcast Vazolakas do.
Yes.
I'm gonna sell you coffee.
Yeah.
Ramagoma Bana podcast. Obviously, go to a podcast Valamin.
Yeah.
I'll bring you food.
Yes.
But in this community, you start podcast, there's gonna be 100 podcast. You start a chips company or fast food business, someone is gonna start it.
Yeah.
There was a time, I think it was 2020. I would walk. People that are from Vlefontein will understand this business module and stuff. Yeah. I would walk to Bavendani side. Bavendani, they were selling chips. You go to this pizza shop called Mananjalo, there's chips. You go to Sipo side, the car wash, there's chips. You go to Askate, there's chips. I was like, what's wrong with these people? When you can drive early in the morning, Sunday morning, looking for green pepper in Saiwan, looking for carrot in Saiwan. There's not even a single person who's be like, let me just sell carrots or green pepper. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the thinking has to change, the mindset also has to change. Yeah. And then you can implement a right and ripe business strategy. So your ethics has to be different.
Yeah. You know, if there are people who are looking at you now, they are looking at this interview, they are very impressed with what I know I am. I mean, really, I'm impressed with what you're telling me. I'm actually even honored to have you on this discussion. I just want to know what are the plans for the future?
So what I'm going to do with the digital spaza shop, whoever wants to be part of the business, they gain access to that. You don't need to sign any contract. What we're going to have, it's a big establishment, a big store where people will come and buy shelves. You can buy shelves, you can rent a shelf. If you're selling Makip Kip, you will bring your Makip Kip and have a shelf that is branded SGB shelf. So when people are buying stuff, they know they're buying from you, or the money is going to you, to SG and stuff. Because we want people to have multiple income revenue streams.
Yeah.
Right. You can actually own a business when you're working in ShopRite. What do? You just have to bring the stock. So mwana kurengisa chitu chana kucharengisa ka community aborimi.
Yeah.
You'll bring it to the digital spaza shop. Karen kurengisa t-shirt, we're going to have your shelf. Nich kurengisa mapi, we're going to have your shelf. Nich kurengisa dollar coffee, we're going to have a shelf there. So you don't need to knock from door to door. Nich kurengisa something.
Yeah.
If you go to Facebook, Karen advertise or tell people where to get your product, you just tell them they must just go to digital spaza shop. So that's what I'm doing, because I've seen that a lot of foreign nationals are owning the spaza shops.
Yes.
Here. Our people think it's difficult because they're actually thinking of buying a lot of stock, so that people can buy. So I'm saying you can start by 6 cans of cool drink.
Yeah.
You might actually find out that the whole fridge, it's owned by 60 people. You bring Sprite, this other person is gonna bring Coke, this juice and a. So this is how the digital spaza shop is going to operate. Oh. It's something new.
I know. I think we need to, like I said, that business forum arrangement must actually bring about more education on this digital spaza shop thing. As we're about to close, can you please talk to this young man sitting there in Vleefontein, Amaila, Amjades, who has been trying to start since last year, but is just continuously procrastinating?
Okay, what I'll say to that young man then? Young man, it's all about you.
Yes.
If you don't execute it, nobody's going to do it for yourself. Don't fight the government for employment. You are the employer.
Yeah.
So don't start. Start.
My brother, this was a very, very, very interesting
conversation.
I wanted to say episode 3. It has been an honor and a privilege to have you here. I will give a toast to that.
Thank you, my brother.
Or maybe just a sip.
Another thing. I'm seeing you. I forgot to tell you about this. Because you want to offer glasses, so you're strangling the glass. The reason we have the wine glass with the stem, the base, and the bowl.
Yeah.
We don't want you to touch. You don't touch the bowl.
Yeah.
Because the temperature changes. The wine temperature changes when you touch it here. You're warming it up.
Oh.
So you meant to hold it like this. This is just
oh, this is a lot.
The stem is for you to hold it, yeah. Because I've seen a lot of people wafara wine, so it changes the temperature. So if you drink my wine, because I'm drinking from this glass, no faraka stem, your wine and my wine will not taste
because of the temperature.
Because of the temperature.
No, this is some very good wine education.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. We are Tell Someone. My name is Ramagoma Redani, aka the SG Sharp.
Away.